Yo, welcome back to the Moncomics Big Five Live. Happy Saturday night. This is a monthly show where I scour YouTubes and find other comic book content creators, and I bring them on the show to talk about some books that they really enjoy in their collection, all within the idea of like bringing the community together, exposing people to maybe channels they don't know about. But a lot of the times I have to have channels on that are very prolific and do important things. And tonight I stand on the shoulder of giants. These are people that when I first started my YouTube journey had already been grinding it out. And I very much look up to the content they create, how much content they create. And then more importantly, down the road, you find out that these people, are not only creating content, but they're holding a yearly philanthropic event to kick cancer's ass. And, the respect grows even more. And these guys, every year since I've been on YouTube, I've been watching what they do. I have donated, I've sent in books, and I've just seen how much they work to make this happen. Every one of us have been affected by cancer in some way that are on this earth. And what they do to try and fight that is very noble. And it's just an awesome thing. I'm not going to bring them out one by one. I promised Mark I'd do it so fast that he'd blink and I'd have all of them on stage. There we go. So
I got whiplash. That was so fast.
I'm dizzy
tonight,
and I'm spent.
And we're done. Bye, guys. Now, this is the C3 crew, the Comics Curing Cancer. You have Mark, Legion of Comics. You have DJ Linx. You have Rob, Fat Stax, and newest member Austin LeMay, who I just met tonight, but I've seen him in the community doing art. Guys, welcome. Finally, I've been trying to figure out how to get you on the Big Five Live, and it just kind of made sense that if I could get you a month or two before you guys do something that is just so profoundly important and difficult to organize and takes a lot of work. So I'm really grateful you guys could come on the month before you guys do what you do. So I need to know, how did you guys, obviously everyone, my father always is saying, if you can, you should, And you guys do. You donate your time, you donate your efforts, your money, your blood, sweat, and tears. How did you guys, whose idea was it? How did all of this come to fruition?
So I'll let Rob take this. I'm just Chris.
The historian here, yeah. So the Comics Curing Cancer wasn't any of ours idea originally. There was another gentleman who, Instagrammer or YouTuber Cardboard Crazies, who had lost somebody to cancer, a family member, and decided to do a 24-hour live stream with the hope of raising $2,000 for the American Cancer Society. And he did a live stream. The community came out, and he managed to raise $8,000. One of those people who was actively involved with it was a community member, comic book professor, the Rogue Trader. The Rogue Trader's wife happened to work for the American Cancer Society. So they were really kind of impressed by all this that got done, and they went to make efforts to make it an official activity, because that first year it was like, he set up a GoFundMe type thing and said, oh, go put money here and trust me, I'm going to give it to the American Cancer Society. And those are always things that for people are generally red flags, right? When you're thinking about doing those types of things. So American Cancer Society got involved. And then that next year, when he went to go do the campaign again, he was unable to participate. His wife was pregnant and was due that month in October when they were doing the event. And somehow through a series of weird machinations, because I had a relationship with the Rogue Trader, people started asking me if I knew what was going on with Comics Curing Cancer. And the next thing I know, somehow I'm running it. And I still haven't figured out exactly how that conversation went down, but somehow I'm like, okay. And I managed to somehow slip a Mickey into the drinks of Mark and DJ, and they got hypnotized and the little Stockholm syndrome into coming along for the ride.
He promised me a mustache ride if I helped, so I was automatically in.
On the mustache.
Yeah. So we set out to raise $10,000 that first year, and the community came out crazy because that was a $2,000. That's a 25% increase over last year. Anytime you set a goal to increase 25%, that's an insane amount to think you're going to get. The community, with the fact that we were an official campaign at that point, and it else really kind of stepped up, and all of a sudden we raised $25,000 that first year. So the next year we go, okay, fine, we'll raise it to 30, and then the next year we're hitting 52,000. So that was like, now we're at the point where we're back to that kind of like, small incremental increases, because you're not going to keep doubling it. You can't keep doing that. But the last year was the third year that we've been running it as a team, and we raised another just over $56,000 was the final number. So altogether, the 3 years we've been doing it, we've raised over $135,000 for the American Cancer Society. And then with what's already in the pot now, we're darn close to 150,000. We've managed to grow as we've grown it. It's taken on different elements, and we've started taking on different functions. I mean, DJ's runs our art book. He's coordinated a magical art book, and he, before long he starts working on it again for next year. And Mark is taking on a lot of our booking stuff right now, and then we brought Austin on this year as C3 American Cancer Society has given us a new website and has a lot more capability and functionality, and we could probably figure it out, but it's his area of expertise.
No, we couldn't. We legit couldn't.
Well, Mark couldn't.
Austin's always sitting behind the table anyways. We just had to put him to work, and that's what he offered, and we accepted.
He's the man.
He's been a huge supporter since day one, obviously with the art book and everything, and doing whatever it took to help us out. So
not only did you set those goals and stuff, but the community showed out, right? All of a sudden, people are just like, but knowing our community, it probably, I want to say it probably does it, but it probably doesn't shock you guys with how gracious people are.
No, it's shocking, Brandon. It's shocking every year. Coming up to this event, everything about it is nerve-wracking, because you want it to be a success, not for our sake, because it takes a lot of money to actually move a needle with something like cancer and donating to the American Cancer Society. It's always great to do something, but to move a needle is something else. And we didn't expect to actually move the needle that first year. We thought we'd just be doing a good deed. And because the community showed up like it is, the community will never let you down, but they will always shock you how far they go. That's the thing.
Yes.
Yeah. From the get-go, when we started, I was like, I'm not doing no 24-hour marathon. I did that stuff in my 20s, on radio, but I'm not doing that stuff today.
Rob said that verbatim, but his voice was more sassy when he said it the first time.
Yeah. That's where we really hooked into this idea of the three-headed monster and the overlapping spheres of influence to leverage the community, and the community has really helped out with that, from not only coming in with donations and buying stuff, but helping us to echo that our messaging out to people, because you're always fighting the algorithm that wants to find certain things, but by having as many voices as possible, spreading it and sharing it, everything else, it helps us to get that message out, even though we still have lots of corners of the comic book community still that we can hit that are untouched. They don't even know about us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. It's funny. We're a niche, very niche part of YouTube, but also like the niche expands, right? Like you said, like there's so many out there. Channel will pop up all of a sudden. It's 2 years old, and you're like, I have never seen you before. Like, how did this happen? So yeah, there's always ground to cover. No, that's incredible. Like I said, I got to know you guys through your content and you guys being kind to me when I came into the community. And then when I saw that going on, I tuned in to the first year I watched you guys. It was just crazy, because like you're live streaming all weekend and it's nonstop. But like a lot of people, I was talking to Rob before the show, I don't know if they understand the logistics after that's all done. Rob's basically converted his garage into a shipping warehouse, and to do shipping right so that everything is protected, everyone is happy, that takes time. That takes, if anyone's had an experience in doing that. And so like, it just doesn't end right after that. And then when that's all done, you guys are probably already having a meeting about the next year, I'm sure. And
pretty close.
Yeah. And Mark's asking if the meeting's tonight, if it's next week or when it is.
In all fairness, we all be asking that question.
I'm sure. Well, I mean, I can't wrap my head around, like, with 2 young kids, and you guys have all family stuff outside of YouTube. I know how much time I put into YouTube just to eke stuff out. So like the time you guys must be like, yeah, it probably gets pretty crazy at times trying to figure out when you're going to do stuff. And
it's all about time management. There's enough hours in the day for anything.
There are.
And there's three of us.
We don't sleep enough, but that's.
So what's Austin's role coming? This is a Mon-Comics exclusive, right? Austin is officially on the committee, right?
It is true.
Austin, what is your role?
I don't know.
Is there a spirit animal?
Accidentally added to some group chat, and I just started responding. No, so I was involved the first year. For those who know, the first year was a 24-hour stream. And, I wanted to get involved, and I was drawing live for 24 hours.
Department of Truth piece.
Yeah. It was a good time.
Yes.
But, after that, I wanted to know what's going on next year. So I was kind of the peanut gallery. And when Rob took over, I think I was talking to him on live streams, and I said, you guys should do this. Wouldn't it be cool if you guys had a site where you could take donations year round? Wouldn't it be cool if you guys could do auctions and things like that? So, he challenged me and, to put my money where my mouth is. And, we got the website up, which is awesome.
It looks great.
I've had the luxury of being involved and working with DJ, with the art books that have been going out every year. And I just wanted to stay involved. And then, these guys eventually said, hey, would you like to be a part of this officially? And, I had to jump on. I was happy to do so.
That's freaking awesome. I'm like I said, I'm sure they appreciate the work.
They haven't said it, but maybe.
We're entitled to the word, sir.
We don't want you to stop working hard. We're afraid if you hear it.
What do you think that barbecue was, man?
Yeah.
It worked, Rob. It worked.
They set the hook.
Good job.
There you go. That's official.
That's all I wanted. Good night, everybody.
Two worst damaging.
Two most damaging words in the English language. Good
there you
job.
go. Let me just throw a quick hi to the chat. It's kind of been going off, and I just want to really thank everyone for showing up tonight. I have comic issues. Hello, everyone. Cancer sucks. Hope all your issues are comics. I agree. Matt from M.O.N.Comics. What's going on? We got Michael in the house tonight. Richard Westfall, super mod. We got, who else we got in the house? I saw it going off. Comic Collector Coach Doug, thank you for stopping in. JSS, man, there's certain mods that just show up, and JSS is one of them.
He's been very generous with us with Comics Curing Cancer too. Big shout out to him.
Yeah, that guy, man, what a big heart coming from JSS. Just I talked to him too on the side. He's just so kind, and his Only Slabs was great. Casino Comics, Mike, what's going on? How you doing? Austin LeMay chiming in the chat. We got Man from Beandown. What's up, buddy? How you doing? DJ Linx chiming in the chat. Pam, what's going on, dude? Good to see you. Chris Parker, local upstate New Yorker or Western New Yorker. Digger Jim, always nice to have you in the house. Pops Attic.
Hey, Pops.
Greetings for comic fam. Kind of went nuts, guys. We started talking, and Adam from Up and Adam Comics. Oh, whoa, we got the maw and
the main Mao himself.
The main Mao himself is in. Roscoe, always a pleasure to have you stop by, man. I hope you are doing well. Man, I don't know how you guys keep up with this when you do Only Slabs, Rob. It gets pretty crazy trying to.
That's why I spend 12 minutes at the beginning doing it.
Matt likes comics. What's going on? And I think we're just about. Nope, Stephen C. What's going on? I just don't want to miss anyone because I appreciate it.
I know it's the hardest part is when you're going to list and you're trying to make sure you acknowledge everybody, trying to remember which names have you said, which names haven't you said. Yeah.
You guys, my show is much smaller. You must have a harder time.
Raise your hand in the chat if he skipped you.
Yes. Mr. McGroovy. Mr. McGroovy is our local Scot, and he just came to the States. He was out in Massachusetts hanging out with Mike from Lunch Money Comics. They were hunting comics.
Phenomenal.
Awesome.
Nick's Kicks and Comics. What is going on, dude? Thanks for sharing it on Instagram. JSS, thank you, dude. listen, I'm going to throw this. Shoot, I should have said it. I'm sorry. Don't super chat me. We got the link pinned in the comments for the Comics Curing Cancer. Okay. I will Venmo one of these guys at $20. I don't want any money for the show tonight. I appreciate you, Jazz.
Just go right to the site yourself.
Yeah.
What's that?
You just go to the link and do it yourself too. You don't have to Venmo.
Oh, I can just send. Okay, I'm sending that to.
Yeah, don't forget that YouTube takes 30%. So
yes, so send $30 or for whatever way more than it's worth. And I was going to say, everyone. Okay, so everyone in the chat, like if you were thinking about sending super chats or like, just go to the link. I typically give away books on the Big Five Live. I'm working on the back end and I will finish it, but I'm going to donate $100 to kick it off tonight to the Comics Curing Cancer crew.
Thank you.
Because F cancer. So I'll donate 100. Yes, there we go. I knew he'd have something.
That's very kind of you, Brandon. I guess we can do this again next week, huh?
we could make it a yearly thing. Listen, I'm putting in $100, guys. Anyone else in the chat, anyone watching this on the rewind, let's go there. It's not October yet, so we can give these guys a head start on hitting the goal. So when is the official, actually the weekend, guys? When does it fall?
October 24th, 25th, and 26th. So the last weekend in October, or for those of you who are going to Baltimore, the weekend after Baltimore Comic-Con.
So while you're in Baltimore, get all kinds of cool stuff.
Don't spend all your money, though.
Yeah, sell it and then send that money to Comics Curing.
Sell your stuff at Baltimore and New York Comic-Cons, so that you have money.
Or donate it.
Comics Curing, yeah.
And
we don't have time for that.
And is the best place to find out about events if they're on Instagram, the Comics Curing Cancer page? Is that the best place to find out where streams are going on?
That or Facebook. We have both.
Yeah, follow us on Instagram and Facebook and
if you're over 50, check out Facebook. If you're under 50, you can find us on Instagram.
Exactly.
Isn't that crazy?
We're not ageist at all.
Yeah. And so we'll definitely have it posted. We'll definitely have it posted on those, like we have in the past on the link tree. All the shows will have it in their descriptions, and then we'll probably find a way to put it on the website as well.
Awesome. So, guys, not only can you, if you want to donate tonight, if you can, you should. If you got the money, donate and kick it off. But the great thing about the actual event is when you are giving money towards the cause, you are going to be taking home original artwork, big key comics. Comic great reads. I mean, I've seen everything auctioned off, collectibles. It's basically a great shopping weekend for a great cause. And you will see just about everything on these shows. And like I love original artwork. That's what I'll be tuning into. And this year, because I've kind of like the more I go, like I've been to a few cons and like my friends have sent me like original, like that's really where like the sketch cover stuff like that. I'm really getting into that because that's like the 101 stuff. You can find everything else on eBay, but that stuff is important. So with that being said, the link's in the chat. These guys will update me after to see how much money we can raise during this, and maybe we'll do it again next year if it's worth it. And C3, will you guys be at Baltimore? No.
We're Heroes Con people.
They're Heroes Con. They are
through and through.
Which I had big FOMO seeing all like everyone from the community down there. Man.
Dude, if there was, I'm telling you right now, Brandon, if no one else from the community was there except you would still have just as much fun. It's the best comic convention that exists, period.
That's what everyone, I watched your walkthrough videos. I've watched everyone's walk. I mean, it looks just amazing. Like a lot. I will get down there. I will.
Well, next year, you promise?
I can't promise. Next year's me and my wife's 10-year anniversary. Next year is my wife and mine 10 years wedding anniversary.
Bring her with you.
That's a great way to celebrate.
Just show up at the convention center and be like.
And I will say, hey, I am bringing my wife to WinterCon with me on our anniversary weekend next year. So
there you go.
Yeah, but Baltimore is a great one. But unfortunately, with it being the week before, even if we wanted to be there, logistically, there's just too much going on. For us getting ready and prepped for all the last minute preparations for the show. It's just not feasible.
Yeah, it'd be tough. Plus, we're Heroes Con people.
Big E, what's up? All right, guys, I brought you to bring. We're showing books tonight too. I wanted to highlight C3, but let's Mark, don't make that face.
I just want to say one last thing real quick. So everyone sees the link that's being pinned in there for the site. Mm-hmm. I know it's a weird site, so if you drift away, you're not ready to click that link tonight and you want to remember it. There's a simple one. You can just do comicscuringcancer.org and it redirects right to there. So that's the simple friendly name is comicscuringcancer.org. Otherwise, you can do that whole blah, 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 e-gives mart.
Thank you for clarifying that. It's also in the link of this video. Yeah, if anyone wants to use that. So it's comicscuringcancer.org. I was having problems on this website, so okay, I'll do it when one of you guys are showing your books.
You can go there, and it's nice because not only can you donate, but you can take that opportunity, go to the Comics Curing Cancer merch store, get some of the fine Comics Curing Cancer merch. You can get linked to where our exclusive books are, so you pick up some of those comics, like the art book if you haven't picked one up yet, or the Crow book that we have. So yeah, it all stems from that website.
Yes, that Crow book came out hot. That looks really nice.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's hot.
So if there's anything else you guys want to add to throughout the show, like if you think about it, feel free to chime in. This is very lax. Rob's eating some mac and cheese. Looks great.
Rice and ground beef. Yeah.
I like the way mac and cheese sounds.
All right. Well, I was actually going to have Rob start the show tonight.
I can do that. It's just because it's dinner time don't mean stuff.
I do round robin, and I have like a random order selected. So go ahead, Rob. Show us one of the important books in your collection.
Well, this is almost the single most important book in my collection because it is the book. Yeah, it is the book that started me in comic book collecting.
Oh, the Clone Saga.
And that is Spider-Man 2099 #1. I didn't get started late comics till late. And so it's for me, my freshman year of college. This book came out. I was at military school at Norwich University. As a recruit cadet, we just got accepted, had privileges, went down to the PX, and there on the spinner rack was shiny red foil calling my name. And so I picked one up. It was a #1, easy to get on, and there I jumped into it. This book now is, I see the question there, it is double signed. This is signed by both creators, Rick Leonardi and Peter David. So both of them have signed this book. You got one of them right here across the inner thigh, and then up above.
That's super nice.
We call that a crotch shot.
Yeah,
it's the best crotch shot in comics, though. Undeniable. He must work out.
That is the best crotch shot. Yeah.
Yeah. Spider-Man 29 just really fascinated me. I'm a sci-fi guy, anyways, and I liked Spider-Man from growing up watching TV and everything else. And so for me, I loved the idea of a little bit more proper science. Kind of seemed to me like this. I think it kind of took the concept of like the Fly, the DNA splicing and stuff to get Miguel O'Hara to become a Spider-Man. I got really kind of thought that was cool. I liked the explanation that he doesn't just magically stick to walls. He's got these talons, that do all these things that made sense, that he didn't have magical spider sense, but he had acute vision and other types of things that explained a lot of his abilities more grounded like a real spider would. So to me, I thought it was fabulous, and who doesn't love that costume? Come on.
Rob, would you mind reading the right side of that label for us?
I've been waiting to have you on my show to have someone ask that. That's awesome.
This is the origin and first full appearance of Spider-Man 2099 Miguel O'Hara, red foil cover.
What year is that, Rob?
1992.
Oh, was a youngin'.
This came out November 1992.
That's so that's the book that got you into it, huh?
This is the first. Yeah, this is not the actual first.
Not the actual book, right?
Version. Yeah, I don't know.
He can still remember walking in the LCS, buying it off the rack while he still had a mullet.
Off the PX, the rack at the PX.
Yeah, did you have a flat top when you purchased that?
I did. No, I wouldn't have had a flat top yet. I was still in a high and tight because we just got recognized. So I hadn't had the privilege to be able to grow my hair out enough to get a flat top yet.
Listen, baby, you're still high and tight to me.
That's a great first book. That's the stories I love to hear. Austin, I got you up next, man. Yeah, I'm gonna just surprise people.
Throw me right in, huh?
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna go with Gore Shriek #1.
Holy smokes! I've never even seen that before.
No, you haven't. And the reason why I like this book so much is this is the first interiors by Greg Capullo.
Oh.
And for those who know me, I'm a Spawn guy, and every Spawn guy loves Greg Capullo. And so I had to hunt this book down and get my hands on it. Unfortunately, He signed with silver on top of white, kind of a rookie move, but what are you going to do?
As any great Spawn artist would.
That's amazing.
What state are you in, Austin?
I'm in Arizona.
You're in Arizona. So I'm in upstate New York, and Greg Capullo grew up in Schenectady, which is like 2 hours east of me. And I saw him at Terrificon a couple of years ago, and I was like, hey, Greg, how are you? I hope the drive from Schenectady was all right. He's like, you're from upstate New York. He goes, no one else knows how to say that name. I was like, yep.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. I had the privilege of meeting him a couple of times. I actually grew up in East Mauritius in Long Island.
Oh, all right. You're an East Coast boy at heart. All right. Yeah, I've always loved that cover.
Yeah, there you go. That's the one I had to have.
That's freaking sick.
How long have you had that, Austin?
Maybe 2 or 3 years now.
Was it hard to track down?
Believe it or not, no, it wasn't. Not at all.
I missed that one on your YouTube channel.
Yeah. Make sure y'all subscribe to Austin LeMay.
You got to tune in more, Rob. You know, hit that bell. You'll get notified.
I thought I was up to speed with every video, but apparently I missed one.
All right, DJ, what'd you bring to the house tonight?
I was like racking my brain all day about this. I'm nervous. I hit up the guys. Yo, what are you guys bringing? Big books, like sentimental books? I took a different approach. I was just like, I am going to bring books, kind of like modern stuff, but things that I would encourage people to read. Like, I'm a big reader. I'm a big
I've got my notes.
I'm a big indie guy. So my first book coming up is Miller and McNiven.
You went and got a regraded one, my man.
Nemesis #1. Dog.
Yes.
Dog, this is one of my favorite characters. Not
Yes.
arc, but multiple arcs. One of my favorite characters. If you never heard of Nemesis, clearly Mark has. And Mark is the one that actually put me onto this version of Nemesis, which is his first appearance, his first story arc. He's basically Batman, but evil. And calling him evil is doing a disservice. He is depraved, demented, all that stuff. But he has the resources of Batman, richest man in the world, has all the fighting techniques of Batman, all that stuff. He's just evil and depraved. So I highly recommend Nemesis. This is the first arc. There's 4 issues to this arc. Then you have Nemesis Reloaded, Nemesis Rogues Gallery, Nemesis. What's the one now, Mark?
Forever.
Nemesis Forever. Big game.
Where he's coming. Dude, it Forever had the vibes of the one you're holding, didn't it?
Yeah. So it's just like straight up like violence. If you're not a violent guy, if you don't enjoy violence in your entertainment, this is not for you, but I highly recommend.
But it's also written well. Like, it's a story too. It ain't just violent. Like, it's complex and it's got a cool twist to all of them and stuff. It's so good.
100%. It's not just violence. It's not just gore for the sake of gore. It is super cerebral. Like I said, he's legit just Batman if Batman was evil. So it's like almost the opposite of the detective stuff, if you will.
And Jorge Jimenez did the artwork for Reloaded, which is probably my favorite work he's ever done inside of books. And everyone loves him for Batman, but if you want to see what he can really do, look at how he let loose in Nemesis Reloaded.
Yeah, definitely. And in my version of that same book, Jorge Jimenez did the artwork.
Same person, slightly different.
Oh, okay, I thought it was 2 different artists.
His cousin.
Yeah,
DJ, is that the only graded copy of that book on the census?
Hell no.
No, not at all. This was one of those things where I was just like, I woke up in the middle of the night and I was just like, you wake up in the middle of the night, get some water, go to the bathroom, whatever the case is. And I needed to buy something before I went back to bed. I got on eBay, got this dirt cheap. It's probably around like a $60 book. Nothing too big, but there's a lot of Miller stuff going on Netflix. So I would assume down the road, this might get adapted into a TV show or a movie if a company has the balls to adapt Nemesis. The balls.
They'll neuter it.
How many issues are in that series?
So in this first arc, there's 4.
Okay.
So there's 4, and then for Reloaded, Rogues Gallery, and then now Nemesis Forever, there are 5 each.
Yeah, and don't forget Big Game.
Yeah, and Big Game, and there's 5. And Big Game is a insane crossover with the Millerverse, involving characters from Magic, the
all of them,
Ambassadors, Huck. Yeah, dope stuff.
Chrononauts.
Yeah,
Nightclub.
This sounds right in my wheelhouse.
Yeah,
great. Yeah, I love seeing like when people bring new books to the show like that. I plus ones that I can read too. Nemesis has been written down. Mark, you're up, dude.
All right. So I did put a little bit of what is it?
Turok #1.
I figured I wouldn't bring Turok #1. But I did put a little bit of thought into this, and when I thought about the guys that I was going to be on the show with, I'm like, man, one of the coolest things about doing the YouTube thing, getting a channel, meeting all these people, it is the connections I made. And I'm really close with these fools, and for different reasons for each of them. But me and Rob, when there's like a long thing that's been going on, whenever like I find something, I pick something up, long before it makes it to the channel, I'm already talking to Rob or discussing stuff with Rob. And there was one book recently, and within the past year, I'd say, that I was legitimately nervous about, because it was one that I had talked to him about before, that I was after, that I wanted, and you don't ever find it, especially for cheap. And I found one for dangerously cheap, like super dangerously cheap. So I messaged him and we talked about it and came to the conclusion, since it's on eBay, just risk it. And if it goes south, they have a buyer protection stuff. And I'm a big Charlton Comics fan. So when I found Space Adventures, the first appearance of Captain Atom in issue 33, I just couldn't believe it. Been looking for it for a while. It was like the last Charlton key that I needed. And it showed up. It came on time, came fast, just like me. And I was ridiculously excited. And it just made me think of Rob whenever I see this book. I'm excited to have it, but I think of how him and I go back and forth. Like, just you'll get a random message from him, or I'll message him, hey, guess what? And then you just shoot him a picture, like, oh, you bastard. And yeah, this is one of those ones for me.
That is one of the funnest parts. You're absolutely right.
Makes me think of the boys.
That's freaking gorgeous, man.
And hopefully he shows up in the DCU soon.
What year did that come out, Mark? Do you know off the top of your head? Is that early
1960?
60s? Okay.
Yeah. It doesn't get much earlier 60s, but 1960.
Yeah, it's a beautiful cover.
Yeah.
And old Charlton are awesome. And Dell.
They are. And I went through, like a couple of years ago, I went through and picked up all the keys and everything that needed to complete them all out. And this was just the only one. It was like, even Pops didn't have it. I'm like, he has like collected stuff of it, but I wanted the floppy for it. And I was like, I need it. And especially with Peacemaker taking off, Peacemaker's Charlton, Judo Master's Charlton. Who else are they going to pull? Like a question, Ted Cord, Captain Adam, something. But yeah.
Bring it on. Give us the obscure stuff. We'll get away from the cookie cutter stuff, right?
Oh man, he's mainstream in my mind. Captain Adam. Yeah, no, picture him all silver.
Someone was just about to say something, I thought.
Oh, my bad. I was just laughing at DVD.
Yeah.
You literally made LOL. I laughed out loud. Sorry.
All right. Fair enough. That's a great one. Yeah, I think that is one of the best parts of YouTube, is like having those friends that you like if it's a specific book, like if you're a horror fan or you both collect a certain character, you're shooting them. You're like, oh, I got to get into my DM and send this one.
Mm-hmm.
So in that vein, actually, the first book I'm choosing tonight, couple things. One, it reminds me of when I watch Mark's content, because he's got this statue up behind his left shoulder, and I always admire it, of the Spectre, which is a damn cool character. But this also was an awakening for me, because my shtick, I'm in the woods in the middle of nowhere, upstate New York. I went to Terrificon a couple of years ago, and I'm there to I'm thinking about being with the people that I came with, and meeting other content creators there, and of course the comics and stuff. But what I didn't expect is I was walking down first few hours in the con, and some older gentleman stops me, gray hair, old dude, probably in his 60s. He's like, M.O.N.Comics. And I was like, yeah, that's me. Sorry. I'm like, hi, I'm Brandon. He's like, I'm Bob. I'm like, hi, Bob. Very to the point. He's like, I got something for you. And he reaches into his bag and he pulls this out and goes, I want to give this to you. I know you think the Spectre's a cool character. This one has rusted staples and beat to shit, but from watching your channel, I know you don't care about that.
There you go.
So
That's
it showed me a couple things. It made me realize that there are people, like your friends support you and stuff, like you interact with people in the comments, but until you meet someone out in public that appreciates the time you're putting in, and then follows you or knows you enough to know that you're always saying, I'd take that with rusted staples, or if I can open it up still, not tear it apart reading it. It looks beautiful on the front. So that was a big eye opener for me. And then a couple other people stopped me and introduced themselves, and you know, like just, and then I recognize from the comment section in a lot of people's videos in the community. So this reminds me of Mark because he's always got that sweet statue up over his shoulder, and
I love the Spectre.
That it's a wide world out there, and if you go to a con, you're probably going to meet other people that maybe aren't content creators but are out there supporting and watching us. Like Mr. McGroovy just coming over from Scotland to hang out with people. So that's my first book.
And it's a key, so you share with them what the key is.
It is the first Silver Age appearance of the Spectre.
Revived after.
When was his last More Fun Comics? Was it, Mark?
Yeah, he was in More Fun in the Golden Age. Yep.
1954 or something like that was the last time.
Also, the first appearance of Asmodeus.
There you go. So yeah, like that was just blew my mind, and I'll keep it forever. And reminds me of Bob. I hope Bob still watched my channel. He was just very straight and to the point.
Shout out to Bob.
Shout out to Bob.
Yeah. And Asmodeus was.
I'm going to start. Go ahead, Rob.
Beaten by an inhaler. I was just saying, Asmodeus was beaten with an inhaler.
I thought you were choking.
Beaten by the inhaler.
Yeah.
I thought you were choking on your ground beef. I didn't know what you're saying.
I was just tripping. No, I'm tripping.
Rob, don't choke on beef, buddy.
Beef chunks on Rob.
Oh man, I knew this was going to happen. Okay, so I'll kick off round 2. You'll see, like I kind of just push everyone down, so Rob will be after me again. Then this one, I've been going after, like I said. Well, I didn't even know this was going to be a sketch cover, but my buddy Elliot, who reached out to me like last year, and he's like, "Hey, I got a comic book I'm writing. I'd like you to read it." And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, like love to." And it was a story called Hellbound, and I loved it. I thought it was a mix of a lot of titles we've read with its own spin. And I was like, "Oh, you got this comic out on Kickstarter?" Like I backed it, and I was like, "Do you know Katie from YouTube, K-Pop Junkie?" He's like, "No." So like I messaged Katie right away. I'm like, "Yo, if you're looking for people, I know like a lot of us, like if you have shows that you're interviewing people or guests, like you're always looking for someone to have on, right?" But she had him on and really gave him the attention he needed. His second issue, and like she's like, "You got to charge more for original art, dude. Like like you're charging 20 or 30 for like a sketch cover of like beautiful art." So my point is he kept it cheap. He still is. He just put his 3rd issue up on Kickstarter. It's already fully funded. And he reached out a month ago, and he's like, "Who's your favorite horror character?" And I was like, "Michael Myers, the OG, OG slasher." And I thought he was going to send me just like, a little drawing or something, but he went all out and did Mike Myers in his style on the EC Shiver suspense story blank. And he just crushed it.
That looks amazing.
He does beautiful art, and he's been quite successful lately with a lot of people reaching out for commissions. So I'm really happy for him, really proud of him. It shows what kind of connection in our community. Like, we all love art. I mean, we all love comics, and so it doesn't take much to push people into saying, "Hey, will you draw this character for me?" So yeah, Elliot, great job, buddy. I truly appreciate this. Spooky season is pretty much coming up on us real quick, and so yeah.
And his Instagram is Lost Boy Comics.
Yes, Lost Boy Comics. That's what I was gonna say. He did a Galactus piece that was auctioned off for the Heroes for Heroes. I missed it like 2 minutes, and I got in there. I was so mad. But regardless of say, you like stuff like this, you like sweet original art like this, you watch Comics Curing Cancer, you're gonna have your shot at books very much like this. Again, links in the description. Go donate now. So that's my second book, and we're going to move it back over to Rob for his second book of the evening.
All right. Well, my second book, we'll establish the theme here. So this is Doom 2099. Signed by cover artist Pat Broderick.
Yes, sir.
Now, this one is sadly only a 7.5. Don't worry, I do have a 9.8. So
I'd rather have the signed 7.5. Pat Broderick's a legend.
Yeah, well, you can have both. He absolutely is, and he was fabulous to meet. I went to a con, walked up to him. Nobody was at his table yet. The con was just open. He was the first person I walked up to, and I pull out the 2099, and is often the case with these guys. When you pull out a 2099 book, you get great stories with him, and they forget that they've done it, or they don't see it surprisingly enough, but they have fond memories working on it and enjoyed working on these books, typically because they had freedom. They were new books, the new characters that they had no preconceptual or preconceived established designs and stuff. So they got to have more freedom with the characters, even if this was probably the least freedom because you had to make them look somewhat like the original Doom. But a lot of fun. Doom 2099, Pat Broderick. He ended up giving me a stack of prints for free. He's like, "Oh, dude, that's awesome. Let me give you the stack of prints.
Nice.
Take these, do what you want with them." We ended up using them in our first year of C3. Gave them, put them off and stuff. But yeah, Doom 2099 was probably easily my second favorite character.
You saw him at
from the
Heroes
29
Day.
Pardon?
Was it at Heroes you met him and got that signed?
No. This was actually this was probably San Francisco Fan Expo, or no. Oh my God, 2022. This was probably actually it's San Jose at what they used to call it Silicon or Silicon. But it's no longer an actual convention anymore. But
can you hold those books up against each other again, like side by side? Yep, 7.5 looks just as good from here, but with a signature.
Yeah, the problem is on the 7.5, this bottom corner here, that's supposed to be black.
Mm-hmm.
There's some there, and then there's a minor spine tick, and I think that there's a somewhere on one of the foil over here. There's a little bit of an up. It's all minor stuff. I think the 7.5 was hit really hard. I didn't expect it to be a 9.8, but really I don't understand why they hit it as hard as they did.
And you're not the first to say that.
And who knows? I mean, CBCS was definitely much harder at that time when I had it done.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't reviewed the Graders Notes in a while. I'll go take a look at the Graders Notes now that I have it out in my hand and see if it's something silly that can be potentially redone with JSA and but but at the same time, it's not like the book. It's not like it's going to be worth anything more. So. No, it wasn't GalaxyCon, Richard. It was it was Silicon. Was when Wozniak, the wild and wonderful Woz, was running Silicon along with the dude from Mythbusters. So
oh yeah, Adam Savage, yeah.
They were turning it slowly into a maker fair.
There you go. Yeah. Doom 2099. I hope we see some. I'm loving that, man. That reminds me of the 90s so much, dude. Those covers are great. Austin, what do you?
Yeah, so Brandon, I'm going to stick to your theme. I love to support community artists, and I was a fan of this guy for a long time, and I was able to finally get my hands on one of his pieces, Legal Burning. So this is my hand-burned Spawn cover, signed by Todd McFarlane.
Jesus Christ.
So you hand burned that?
No, Legal Burning.
Oh, Legal Burning did? Okay.
Yeah.
And then
hold it closer, Austin. He uses a wood burning tool to literally burn the cover.
That's insane.
You're pretty much godlike artist status when you're able to do that. Like,
yeah,
get those colors and shades.
Yeah, he does a great job. You should definitely check him out on Instagram. He does a lot of really cool covers, and fortunately, I was able to commission this from him, so I was happy to get that.
That's freaking sick. I love it. That's just, man. Spawn growing up, and all we had was that Spawn in the 90s for a movie, and the kid in me I loved it, but growing up, I was like, it didn't hold up that well. Going back to certain parts of it.
Well, agree to disagree. I still love that movie.
You still love it? I guess just the CGI with Malbolgia, but I still loved. I mean, I thought they did a great job with his powers and everything.
The CGI with his cape when he comes through the roof. Oh my god!
Yeah,
they really gave that justice. The Violator was great. I'll give you that.
Malbolgia does look a little like cartoony but I mean, for the time, dude, that movie was amazing to me. Yeah. I was young enough too, but
yeah. My biggest gripe was the cape was more liquid than Todd McFarlane's folded paper style. But
all right,
I was happy to get the movie when I was a kid.
Yeah, No, for sure. We didn't have much. Up and Adam Comics doesn't seem to be posting to Mon's channel, but first person to donate $100 to C3 tonight and sends me a screenshot gets a free blank sketch cover by me.
And I can verify. I have the emails all come to me. So
Thank you. That's awesome.
That's awesome. Thank you for doing that. Outside of my 100, I don't want it. Someone else has to donate 100. Let's.
If you pay by PayPal, I won't be able to see it right away. But
okay, yeah, I paid via my card, so that'll probably have to go to your email. It wouldn't take on my phone for some reason. I just went to the website and punched it in.
Yeah, there's sometimes it's a little quirky. I mean, and if you're outside of the US, you have to do it through the PayPal link, which is right below it. And you can still pay by credit card there, but it's just weird. Unfortunately, it's limitations of the company who hosts the website, and C3 is doing stuff to allow, I should say, the American Cancer Society is at least working with us to try to get us still be able to take those other payments, because we know that people love to be able to use PayPal, actually, especially their 6 months same as cash during the auction. So
what did Todd say when he saw that?
I don't know.
Did you send it off? So it wasn't in person? You sent it off? It was at a...
Or did Todd sign it first?
No,
Randy typically gets them signed first, then he burns around the signature. He's certified with CGC, so he's able to. He did the same thing with Jeremy Renner with a Hawkeye cover. Numerous people. He had a Stan Lee blank that was signed that he did a Stan Lee piece on.
I'm guessing Todd said zoinks.
Yeah, probably.
Remember what Todd said when he saw your art?
Great art.
Great art.
Nice art.
Great art.
Austin's like, of course I remember.
Just go in and donate the difference, Mr. Groovy. It's all right. Just get to 100 somehow. DJ, what do you got for that? Was a beautiful cover, Austin. You guys are bringing some beautiful books, and now I get to get another reading suggestion.
Actually, I'm going to skip that. So I have another reading suggestion that's going to come after this book. I'm sorry, Jesus. I want to keep on theme with Austin. So I also
he's Mark, not Jesus.
That's it. I also have a sketch cover, and this thing, I commissioned it. It was sent back to me, and it blew my mind. It is one of my prized possessions in my collection, and I'm proud to say that the artist behind this is a dear friend, and this is my Spawn number.
Hey, DJ, good art.
Yeah, nice art. So nice
art.
The signature by Todd McFarlane was actually a surprise. So I was not expecting that at all. Austin had reached out to me and said, hey, this is why it's taking longer than you wanted, or whatever the case may be. And I got this, and it's legit. One of my prized possessions. I keep it on display on the shelf, which most of my sketch covers I keep on display. But this is number 3 on the shelf, right next to my first 2 exclusives. And this holds a special place in my heart. Mi corazón, if you will.
Well, that's very nice.
Yeah.
That is freaking gorgeous. How long did it take you to do a piece like that, Austin?
5-10 minutes. I just scribbled it.
Austin's got 27 sketch covers coming up in C3, folks. It's going to be great.
He puked. He puked on a cover, and that's what came up.
He sneezed.
I probably did like 20 thumbnails, how I wanted to do it. And I think the final was like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Wow. Yeah. So thank you, Austin, man.
That's beautiful.
Right. I was expecting something on the back, but I got nothing.
Austin, will you have art pieces in C3 this year?
Yes.
Well, yes. I do have, all of the great community artists that get involved with putting together the community art book. We all donate the original artwork to be auctioned during the event in October. So that piece will be up there. There's a couple of other pieces. There's a heart that I did on wood that will be available.
That's
every year, and again this year, I always donate. Highest bidder, I'll do a custom cover for them. So I plan to do that again this year as well. But yeah, there's definitely going to be some Austin stuff out there.
That's That's fantastic. Chat, everyone on the rewatch, if you just liked what you saw in DJ's hands, there's more where that came from, as Napoleon Dynamite once said. All right, Mark. Oh, there it is. Nice, DJ. All right, Mark. You're gonna go 2 in a row. You're gonna do the end of this round, the beginning of round 3, my friend.
Well, that sucks for y'all. I'm long-winded.
Yeah, that's all right. That's
for this. This next one is a testament to the platform and the community. Back when The Last Ronin came out, that was like a huge deal. That book was exploding everywhere, and I'm really, really close with my LCS, and that's an understatement. So Thursday rolls around, and I go transing into the LCS. It might have been Friday. I was off from work, and I'm in there. I'm just sitting in there, hanging out, talking to Paul, who owns the shop, just chilling. And this manic freak comes barreling in the door, bearded with a salt and pepper beard, walking like a caveman, right past me and Paul. And we're like, man, what's up with this guy? And he goes, like paces the wall and looks at the new release rack, and he looks in the back issue bins, and then he comes up to the register and he's scratching his neck. He's like, y'all got any of them Last Ronins? And me and Paul are just like thinking, dude, that's like the hottest book out in a long time right now. And I'm sitting there with my books that were on my pull list just on the table. And I'm like, hey man, you can have mine. And I gave him my Last Ronin #1. He's like, are you sure? He thought it was the craziest thing in the world. I'm like, yeah, dude, I can just get another one. I got the John Jang exclusive coming. Like, I know my boy Adrian Panda Austin 316 has got a stack of them, and he was passing them out like party favors. I can get another one, because of this community. So I gave him one, and it blew his mind. And I don't ever like promote my YouTube channel, The Comic Shop, but Paul, who owns the shop, does. And he told him about the channel, and he started following the channel. He started communicating and chatting. He started hanging out on streams and everything. Then he started his own YouTube channel, and he went by the name of The Comic Viking. And that's how I met Alan. And he's like one of my boys. He's like one of my local homies now. And he's been in the community so much that he actually did a charity stream for his biker gang. He doesn't like it when I call it that. It's a club, but his biker gang. And he did it for like the children's hospital and stuff. And I participated in that. And he had Beckerman on there. And Beckerman did a mystery box, the one and only time he ever did one. And he put this book in the mystery box. But it wasn't like when he made it ahead of time. He customed it for the person. So he put this book in the mystery box specifically because I bought it and he knew how much it meant to me and I wanted it. And it was beat up. It was old. It was in bad shape, but I sent it to the comic chiropractor who put both feet in that shit. And Dustin told me, yeah, if we're lucky, it'll come back a 5.0, but it came back a 6.0.
Well done.
Showcase number 60 from 1966 for Silver Age appearance of the Spectre and Asmom. Gardner Fox story.
I didn't know we were supposed to bring our copies of that. I would have brought mine.
Yeah, I already had this out. Like, that was just pure coincidence. Like, Brandon called it. Like, I love the Spectre. Like, I legitimately love the Spectre.
What a beautiful copy. And he got up to 6.0 for you, huh?
Yeah, and when I see this, I think of my boy Alan. I think of Becker. It's just, again, a testament to how cool this hobby is. Like, if I wouldn't have given Alan my copy of The Last Ronin, which in hindsight I don't give two shits about. I can throw one of those in the trash can and not care. I would not have this in my hand. But it's how the universe works, man.
Do us a favor and read the right side of that label for us.
No, I already have.
That's smart.
First Silver Age appearance of the Spectre, the origin of the Spectre told in text, and the first appearance of Azamon.
And you get to go for round 3 again. And that was an awesome, like, yeah, those stories are, I love that they're prevalent.
Azamon lost to an inhaler.
This next story is about change. I got this when Finn was born. Finn is about to be turning 8. I got this when Finn was born. And when he was born, I stopped spending change. I save change. When that gets full, I roll my change. I save my change. And I just save it forever. I like to save money a bunch of different ways. The Hulk is my all-time favorite comic book character from any publisher. He's right there with Superman. And there's a really expensive book that would come to town, and we have a couple of good shops. When they post about it, I try to run up there and see how much they want for it, and I couldn't afford it, this and that, or I was too late to getting there. And then Paul, who owns the LCS, he sent a couple books in to get graded from the Joe Fest that we have here in Augusta. And he showed me when they got them back. I'm like, yo, how much you want for that? And he told me the number. I'm like, I want that book. Are you cool if I pay you off in waves? He's like, yeah, that's fine, man. No big deal at all. I'm like, awesome. So I come home and I couldn't stop thinking about the book. So I grabbed my change And that's no easy task when you have a lot of change. I grab my change and my whole family, we get in the car and we go to the bank and I take the change and go through the drive-through. Not the, you have to go up to the window and I pass out, give them all the change. I get all the physical dollars and I go back to the LCS and I pick up my copy of Hulk 181 that I bought with literal change that I saved up. So don't tell me comics are too expensive. Just the smallest bit of self-control, like spend cash and never spend change ever. If your total is $19.01, give them the 20 and not a penny. Get the 99-cent back. Throw it in a jar. Don't use Coinstar. Don't be a sucker. Roll your own change. A little bit of work goes a long ways.
I'm going to have to start digging through my couch.
And this, I do it regularly. Both my kids save change. They have their own piggy banks. They do the same thing. Like, you think that those pennies don't add up? They legitimately do. This is literally bought with change. And this was thousands of dollars.
We have
$2,500 to be exact at the time.
I need a comic change jar. We have a family change jar that has a mason jar from our favorite restaurant.
I recommend one with a nipple.
Yeah. And we put all the change in, and when it fills up, the family goes out to dinner on the change jar.
Oh shit! I forgot to go get a ticket.
And it does add. Yeah, I'd find out if I had to work Monday or not. Yeah.
What time do they draw that, Rob?
Good question.
It's like
Rob knows.
It's like close to 11 p.m. Eastern.
I'm a winner because I don't gamble on it.
Yeah, this is the second appearance of Wolverine, Len Wein, Mary Severin, Herb Trimp. A lot goes into this cover right here. To be honest.
Yeah,
classic.
One of the best. Definitely.
But yeah. It's second appearance of Wolverine, y'all. Get out of my face with that.
Yep, big time. I'm with you.
I got a lot of cool Hulk books, and knowing that this is Paul's copy from the LCS, that's now forever. That's not the only copy. Like, he found a first appearance of Blade just in the bottom of his closet one day. So my copy of the first appearance of Blade Tomb 10 is graded out now, and I gave him like $60 for it. That's all he would accept. I'm like, all right, you got it.
Unreal. Man, that was a good sticking with I'm gonna go back to DC on this one. Yeah, if you have a little self-control, you can do that. And Len Wein, we're gonna stick in that vein. This was sent to me. The Codex Comic Station is a station I've become friends with. They're finalists in a bunch of the awards for the CBCs this year. A wealth of knowledge, and they have one older gentleman who they've dubbed Uncle Gary. He has a 60,000 comic book collection. One of those guys that started back in the day and just it keeps going. And he sent me this because he knows I'm a huge Man-Thing fan. But I also do love Swamp Thing. I got a soft spot.
Sir. Yes, sir.
You can love them both. You don't have to. And Bernie Wrightson is one of my all-time favorite artists. What he's accomplished with Swamp Thing, and then he's done a couple of Man-Thing too. I love how he draws swamp creatures. And Gary sent this to me. He's like, it's a one-off story, so you got to read it. And I read it like twice the first night I got it. It was just so good, and that just trope of what mankind fears. We always treat like crap, and it ends up, at the end, the twist, if you will. But I love Swamp Thing too. I grew up in now you guys might fault me for this, but the movie from the 80s, the Swamp Thing movie, the first
one loves it.
First was better.
Yeah,
I loved it as a kid. When Arcane turns into that monster, and the second one. I don't know if it was as good as the first one, but it gave us more monsters. Like as a kid who loved monsters.
As a kid, the second one's better. As an adult, the first one's better.
Word. Yeah, because there's more monsters for Swamp Thing to fight in the second one. I forgot the actress's name. Adrian. I forgot her name. Yeah, she's gorgeous. She's a baby.
See a little bit of titty in that first one too.
A little bit.
He's better nipple.
This is Uncle Gary's favorite cover. He has like 15 or 16 copies of this book. It's like that one book that he hoards. But he was nice enough to part with one and send this one to me for our love of swamp creatures. And so Swamp Thing number 9. It's just Bernie Wrightson and Len Wein. Greatness.
Hell yeah, dude! I love me some Swamp Thing.
It might be my favorite Swamp Thing cover too. I just love it.
Wait till you own his first appearance. You'll change your mind.
Oh God. Don't tempt me, Mark. Don't freaking tempt me. That cover is pretty iconic too.
Yeah, Louise Simonson on the cover.
I know,
Louise. Got great history too.
Yeah, it's just a great picture of a Swamp Thing coming in, and it's a Swamp Thing, not how we know him now. Right, but I still want it. So that is my third choice.
Amazing pick.
Love, Rob.
Here comes Rob with Swamp Thing 2099.
Close. Punisher 2099.
Let's go.
Jake Gallows.
Yeah, that's a good suit.
I loved Punisher 2099 reading it as a kid. The concept of like I never read Frank Castle before Punisher before this. So I knew of the character, but you know, the concept of living in this dystopian future where there were no more jails and stuff, and him setting up his own prison and acting as, you know, he's a police officer, but he goes off on his own and he's catching criminals and arresting them and judging them and then sentencing them to time in his own personal prison and stuff early on and stuff. That's just
amazing,
crazy stuff. So this one here, this is a 9/8, and this one is remarked by Jimmy Palmiotti.
Yeah,
worked on the cover on this one. So I was able to meet him at this one was what was that one in Chicago? Oh, C2E2. Where actually I met DJ for the first time. And Mark, you were there, right?
No,
Mark.
No,
he
bro.
was in trouble there.
I don't go to C2E2. I'm a Heroes Con guy.
But so yeah, it was my first time getting to meet DJ. We were there and stood in line for the Amanda Palmer and Jimmy Palmiotti signing. He signed it, remarked it for me. Got to hear him talk about again working with this thing. It was just fun all around.
When I saw how much fun y'all had at that con, I pushed double hard to get y'all all to Heroes after that, and it worked.
That is true. And I know, so yeah, not to disparage anyone's collection about 29. Hey, you know what? I'm just 2099 was, like I said, my first foray into comics, so it holds a special place in my heart. And I pick up a lot of these books. I know they're not for everybody, and they're not valuable books or anything like that. And
they're only for people with good taste.
That's right. But there you
go. I love that you're going down this road. I'm here.
And of course, you know, with all of these, I have multiple 9/8s, and I have a ridiculous number of raws of all.
That's why you have 16,000 slabs, you psychopath.
Yeah, Dr. Von Hoot says you can get a first appearance of Swamp Thing this year at C3 CBCS graded.
I heard rumors that he did pick up a copy for us. He is going to send it. He's just got to figure out how to get it to America now that he can't ship it via the postal service.
I've been getting Royal Mail. I just recorded a video on it. I got a Royal Mail package in today and just ordered another one right behind it to test it.
Elliot's came Royal Mail.
So yeah, so some of them maybe they're still getting it or have.
Yeah, I just right before this stream, I opened a package from Royal Mail and even talked about like I ordered it before the thing happened, but it shipped the day after. It didn't leave the UK till the day after the whatever dropped. So I ordered another package.
I hope that's true.
Yeah, I ordered another package from the same place today, yesterday or the day before, just to test it again.
Good.
You hear that? So Royal Family,
this week.
This is for a good cause. Let's get this. Let's get this stuff moving, Royal Family.
Ordered from that Zavvi place, DVH that we talked about.
Nice. All right, Austin.
Yeah. So this next book, when I completed my Spawn run, I made the very expensive decision to start collecting Golden Age and pre-code horror.
Yes.
And, don't
we were happy to encourage you too.
Right behind you there, Brandon.
I'm glad you did.
But this is probably, in my eyes, one of the best covers. So this is one of the very first ones that I had to pick up to have in my collection.
Nice. Oh, the Crypt Keeper's on there.
He's in there.
That is gorgeous, dude.
Is that a werewolf?
Yeah.
It is indeed. Good eye, Mark.
No, he looks skinny. That's why I was asking. It's hard to tell.
To me, that is one of the werewolf covers.
That's crazy.
I mean, this is the one in my eyes. You have to have this cover.
That's gorgeous.
What issue number is that one?
That is 46.
That's awesome.
But the Tales from the Crypt, they're kind of crazy because they don't start at number 1.
I love how the trade dress matches the actual television show that they use for their stuff, for their DVDs and everything. And
hell yeah.
The television show matches the
yeah. You know what I mean?
Came down the screen and like ooze and formed Had a lot of fond memories of watching that show on HBO late night after the parents went to bed.
They did take some liberties in redesigning the Crypt Keeper, but also, I'm a big fan of HBO's Crypt Keeper.
Yeah. What year is that from, sir?
That is 1955.
Wow. Last year of the golden age.
Yeah, very good year.
Very good year. Very good vintage. Well played. I love some. Yeah, keep the pre-code horror coming. It's dropped, luckily. In the past couple of years, but some the big ones have not like really taken the hit. Like
it hasn't dropped enough. There's still a few books out there just slightly out of my reach.
You just need the right person to haggle for you.
Yeah. Never say never.
I got a guy.
I got a guy. I got a guy too. I got a guy named DJ Linx.
What's your guy got to do with me? What?
I'm not trying to hear that. See,
you're up for the next round, DJ. That's why I put you.
What are we reading?
This one and start the next round.
So from great pre-code horror to modern trash, I'm just kidding. Another reading recommendation, and this is a book that is super modern, so it came out in the last couple of years. For me, this title has everything. It first dropped, I believe it was a 5-issue arc, and then they dropped a 2-issue arc, and then they went to the ongoing series. It drops every month. And of course, I'm talking about Geiger. So Geiger at number 1. Like I said before, I am an indie darling. I love my indie stuff. But this book right here is just amazing. Written by Jeff Johns. Phenomenal art by
Jason.
Yeah, it literally has everything, man. It's about a post-apocalyptic future. A father loses his family and he wanders the wasteland as like a anti-hero, superhero type cat with some powers, radioactive powers. But the writing and the art are like peanut butter and chocolate, or peanut butter and jelly, or Rob Fat Stacks and mustaches. Like, it is just a perfect combination. I highly recommend reading Geiger. It is amazing, man. Just simply amazing.
Mr. McGroovy gets the sketch cover. We have a $100 donation. That means thank you, Mr. McGroovy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Adam, for putting in on that. That is freaking awesome. Oh, so Jeff Johns, did he write Rook too? Is he responsible for Rook?
Yes.
I started reading that, and I was like, holy crap.
Bach does the art for that. He also writes Red Coat, and Brian Hitch does the art for that.
Red Coat's on my list too.
Anything Ghost Machine except for Hornsby and Halo was fire.
Yeah.
That's what everyone's been saying.
100%. Like Ghost, like Rook Exodus, you could get through that arc, and then they took a long hiatus, but I believe it's coming back.
Yeah, it's coming back this month, I think. Next month.
But for me, Geiger is number 1. Right behind that will be Red Coat. I love Red Coat, especially if you enjoy history. If you're a history buff, I enjoy history, and that's why I don't have Red Coat in a slab. If not, I would have showed it in the slab. For some reason, I thought this was only slab Saturday at 2:30 p.m. Eastern.
I'm not sure you can like comics and not be a history fan. They like go hand in hand.
I don't know. There's plenty of idiots out there.
You should pair. What you should do is go back after you're gonna click the Red Coat. I think you should go back and get from Golden Age, go pick up the Fighting Yank, partner those two together, and you got both sides of the Revolutionary War.
Nah, I'm strictly with the British.
Well, to be fair, Simon Pure doesn't fight for the red coats.
His name is Simon Pure, but
he just wears a red coat. He's just sentimental.
That's sick. All right.
Simon Pure, but as you can see, he's anything but.
Anything but. Yes.
Yeah,
sir.
I knew. Like whenever I watched any of your guys' content, you were loving Geiger and loving Jeff Johns.
Hey, not to self promote, but go check out the interview that I did with the Ghost Machine Gang, dude. It was.
Yes.
That is a blast. I had Jeff Johns tell me that we would have been best friends if we went to school together.
And that was a euphemism.
You're like, we can be best friends now. We can just hang out at cons and stuff. We can be best friends now.
Absolutely changed my life.
That's freaking awesome. That's what's about. DJ, why don't you start round 4 for us too, man?
I'm not ready. Round 4.
Yeah.
Ooh, Alex Ross.
Oh, snap. You can see that?
Yeah, I just know his logo. It's from a store.
Tell me, guess what book it is.
Ooh, that's going to be Incredible Hulk, issue number 20. San Diego Comic Con.
Immortal Hulk issue number 20.
Yeah, that's the A cover, not the B cover. You're welcome.
This is Immortal Hulk issue number 20.
Damn, I'm good.
You are good. You're great, Mark. You're not only
mine.
good,
Just so we're clear, mine's signed.
by the letterer.
By the letterer. Yeah. Who got canceled, unfortunately.
Why did he get canceled?
Why? For the Jewish,
he did the trade dress.
The Jewish thing in that one
issue 43?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was on the jet.
He misspelled jewelers on the side of a building. I'm not even joking.
Oh, it's true. Mixing it with that symbol too. That's kind of wild. Yo, so this is Immortal Hulk number 20. Immortal Hulk. When I got back into comics during the pandemic stage and getting into YouTube, of course, I had to go to my LCS and say, hey, what is my favorite character up to these days? And of course, it was Immortal Hulk. So I went back and I got every single issue of Immortal Hulk, read it, and it is my favorite story arc of all time.
It's got to be the best Hulk run of our lifetime by far.
By far. It's easily the Hulk run, best Hulk run. My personal favorite run of all time. And then when I got it, I was just getting any cover, whatever they had. But then I went back and I got all the Alex Ross covers. So I was just like, hey, I completed my Alex Ross run of the Incredible Hulk. And then Mr. Legion of Comics said, hey, DJ, there's some variants, blah, 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 this and that. And then I went down that rabbit hole. And this is the last one that I picked up. This is edition B, by the way, not A. It's edition B. Mark, get your shit right.
No, that's A.
It says right there, edition B.
That's mislabeled then. That's A.
Oh, so this is worth more money than it being sold?
Well, I guess the other one has a trade dress where he's holding the tank over his head because they did different variants for the same issue, like the A and B. So the other one I think has a trade dress.
So the one with the tank over his head, that's the Alex Ross exclusive A, but that's not the A cover.
I feel you.
Yeah, so that's exclusive A. This is exclusive B. I'm not one for homages. I think homages, people need to ease off the homage.
Learn how to pronounce it.
Or homage. Yeah, I'm French. Is homage.
Sorry.
I'm gonna do fromage.
Yeah. Tomato, right? So I saw this and I fell in love with it. Of course, how do you pronounce it, Rob?
Homage.
Homage.
Homage. It homages Incredible Hulk number 1. At the time when I got this, I was just like, yo, I'm probably never going to get Incredible Hulk number 1, so this would be the second best thing. But jokes on the world. Yeah, I absolutely love this cover.
I believe that went up for pre-sale on Father's Day also that weekend or that year it came out. I think was that 2019, 2020?
No wonder people
check the label.
So this came out in 2019. So it does September 2019.
That's when the book came out. I think the pre-orders went up on Father's Day, if I remember correctly, because that's the only way that I justified ordering it. Because I wasn't ordering like exclusives and stuff back then like that.
Oh, I probably was really sad on Father's Day because my father had passed away, so I was probably mourning him.
That's a good reason why you missed it.
Yeah, that's probably why I missed it. Exactly. But thank you for reminding me of this, man. Incredible. Immortal Hulk number 20. Legit. Read Immortal Hulk. One of the best runs of all time.
So does Immortal come right after Planet?
No.
Or does it come before?
Way after.
Yeah,
way after. Like a decade after.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You have to get through all the bullshit Amadeus Cho stuff and then back to just like fiddle sticking and doing nothing for a while. And then they decide to just go both feet in and fix the Hulk with that run and then shit on it afterwards.
Between that, you got what? Indestructible Hulk, Totally Awesome Hulk, Savage Hulk.
A bunch of bullshit.
A bunch of nonsense. Yeah.
Wait, can we say shit on this stream? I didn't even ask ahead of time.
It's late night. It's Saturday night.
Yeah.
Hide your kids. Hide your wife.
Okay.
They ripping everybody out here.
Yeah, from 2016 to 2019, Hulk was just like flapping in the wind, as is most things at Marvel through that now era is just ass.
Yeah, terrible. But
they jumped back on and got some characters right from the jump, and then flapping with some other ones for a while. And
issue number 50 in Immortal Hulk, that was the first issue of a comic book where I actually like got emotional reading.
Dude, it was something, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was like, what? And it wasn't even like, it was weird that it didn't end in like a big brawl, big fight, like beat up the bad guy. Like it ended in such a vulnerable way. I wasn't expecting that, and I got choked up. I'm getting choked
up. It was still epic in scale,
100%.
That, yeah, I love books that make you feel that intense. The ones that come to mind the most, Nightwing issue 99,
because the butts.
No, the sexual assault one, where she goes after him. Is it Tarantula?
Oh yeah, where he's all despondent, so she just bangs him on the roof.
Mental health. Yeah,
I'm gonna walk around and cry in public more often.
Yeah, that was deep. And
I met my wife.
There's then also the Nightwing. I can't forget a trade paperback where he's talking about like Alfred writes him the letter.
Yeah,
that your dad. Yeah, like you're cheering up. Immortal Hulk run, folks. Go read it. It's already on my list. Mark, what do you got for the second to last round?
I actually bought this one, I think, in 2019, but this is just like a personal favorite of mine. It's easily in my top 5 favorite comic books that I own. I'm a huge fan of hodgepodge teams, and I very relevant to events right now. But I remember when I got it, like if you fell asleep in my house, I was tucking this book in next to you, taking a picture and posting on social media. I was taking it everywhere.
At least you weren't drawing penises on faces and taking pictures. This is much better.
Yeah, that was the summer before. But it's just one that I just like. It's one of those low grades, no better than no grade. But when I got it again, I wasn't like buying excessive amount of slabs or keys. Me and the wife weren't long since married and into a house, so there's a lot of stuff that took priority over getting stuff. And it was one that my wife is so cool with stuff like me getting stuff. Like I'm not rich by any stretch of the imagination. I don't have a lot of money. I just know how to spend money. I know how to budget money properly. And there was an opening, and I took it. And it predates the Justice League. It's one of my favorite comic book teams to this day. And as of Thursday, I've never been more happy to watch a comic book TV show to see the return of Rick Flag. His first appearance of Suicide Squad and Rick Flag, 1959, and Brave and the Bold 25. Predated the Justice League by 3 issues. And any of the guys that follow me remember when I was tucking this in next to Finn and putting it on the toilet and just taking all these ridiculous pictures for an excessive amount of time, just sharing this book ad nauseum. But
that's one of the most beautiful 1/5s I've ever seen.
For sure.
But it's little things. If you look on the back, there's little bitty squiggles where someone put some pen on it, and it's got a crease there. It's 100% complete. I honestly, I don't think it'd get a 1/5 if you graded it out today. It definitely looks like, never mind. There it is. That right there. But to be fair, when I got my first appearance of Swamp Thing, my House of Secrets, it was from Smashers Comics, DJ.
Oh, Smashers. Shout out to him.
Yeah. So I was talking to Wayne, and he had 2 first Swamp Things. He had one in like a 3.5 and one in a 1.8. And the 1.8 on the back cover was just missing a little square right here that didn't take off. I'm like, dude, give me the 1.5 or the 1.8. Like I got kids. Give me the 1.8. You know what I'm saying?
That is the first time that book has been shown in 24 episodes on this show.
Yeah, this is easily in my top 3 favorite personal books in my collection. Like this, the Hulk 181 for personal reasons, and then the next one I'll show.
That is a freaking sick book.
Yeah, and I think I'm the only person who gives a shit about Rick Flag until this past Thursday. And I love that the internet cares about Rick Flag again. Like there's so many of us now.
I've been here.
This goes back to what I was saying. I was with Rob. Like we weren't live on a stream, but I was with Rob talking on a stream, turning on Peacemaker episode 3. And as soon as I turn it on, I'm like, oh my God, Rob. I'm not going to spoil it, but oh my God, he got to see my reaction, my face to actually.
It's true.
To seeing that Rick Flag was back. I'm like, I don't know to what degree or to how long we have him, but I've never been so happy in comic book TV ever. Like it was amazing.
What a beautiful blade. Like Austin said, who cares about that little corner? Well,
no, I don't.
Whatever.
I upgraded this book 1,000 times, but it wouldn't be this copy that I was that happy to have and hold and take all those stupid photos with. And me and my wife's first house before we got this, this book is attached to memories now. So this is the only one I give a shit about. This is my copy.
Yep.
Now I've got it all collected in volumes. I can read it whenever I want. I've got it just right back behind that Turok there. Like if I ever wanted to read it, got the old Silver Age trade paperback and all like this.
That's the book. I love hearing those stories. That this is when I try to tell people about like coming on this show, and they're like, what kind of book should I bring? I'm like, this is what, if anyone on the rewatch that might come on the show in the future, these are the kind of books you bring.
Yes, I see your guy in the chat, Suicide Squad Volume 1.
Kate, yeah, she's got some great content coming out on YouTube, guys. Up and comer.
Kate, yeah. Go sub Kate and donate to C3 while you're there. Next up, Mark, good job. First, that's I love having first time books on this show.
I'll do it again with the next one.
I love it. Yeah, because I probably haven't had it on here. Okay, I don't have Brave and the Bold or anything that kind, but this was also Uncle Gary sent me 2 books. He sent the Swamp Thing, but we always have to remember where the Swamp Thing and where the Man Thing.
Let's go. That's amazing.
Even referenced. And the Heap first appeared in Airfighter Comics 1942 issue 3. There's talk that it might have been inspired by a short story called It by sci-fi writer Theodore Sturgeon, which was published in a magazine called Unknown in 1940. But I mean, this is the granddaddy of swamp creatures. Like, he was the first to come. And the short story in here is great. It's just that classic, like, inner, fight of like, what am I? Am I a man? Am I a monster? Why am I cursed to be like this? It follows through with people trying to shoot him because they fear him and they go right. He can't be affected by bullets, like our favorite swamp monsters. That book from 1942, Airfighter, it's a ghost. The only copy I know someone has is Alan, Comic Collector Geek, because of course, but it took him a while. Like, if he tells you a book is a ghost, it's a ghost, because he gets his hands on basically anything and everything. So yeah, like, this is just a great book. It's lower grade, but I mean, it's his story, but there's a whole bunch of compilation in here. Besides,
I like that you don't like discriminate between your swamp monsters. You're just like, give me all of them.
Give me all of them. I probably like Man Thing the most just because of his design. But
you just ain't read enough Swamp Thing yet. That's all that is.
Yeah, I know. I got to keep reading it. The Alan Moore stuff too.
Oh man, but game over once you read that. Game over.
I know. When I read that, everyone tells me the same thing.
You can just go through those issues and draw the dicks on his face. That way, you get the best of both worlds. The good story plus the design you like.
But yeah, the Heap issue 1. I love all swamp creatures. You got to love them.
Amazing, dude.
Yeah, thanks. Never, like I thought, I've been looking for this book. I just hadn't found it yet. But thanks, shout out to Uncle Gary for sending me that one.
Everyone needs an Uncle Gary.
Like, yeah, I mean, it is. It goes right back to the community. All of a sudden, like, you guys know when you come home someday and you're at your house and you see like a package on your porch and you're like, I know I didn't order like like X number of packages this week. It just happens. Like, one of your friends just sends you, hey, I thought you'd like this. And it's a crazy great thing about this community. And I find myself sending books to people too that I think they would appreciate it. So yeah, thanks, Gary. Rob, what do you got for second to last round? I bet I can. Don't know which one, but I bet I can guess.
The final Stan Lee creation.
Let's go. Ravage
2099 and 9 print. Now, this one is not signed by Stan Lee. It is signed by Keith Williams.
Amazing.
Who was absolutely fabulous when I talked to him. Again, this was another C2E2 signing. Keith Williams went on this wonderful story about this was the first time he got to meet Stan Lee and work with him and what it was like to meet him and talk to him as a comic book creator, to be, like, oh my God, you're Stan Lee type of thing, right? So it was really fun to get that. I've had a copy, signed Stan Lee copy in my possession. Somebody actually AOK'd it to me, and I sent it back to them because it was too much of an AOK. No matter even if I might be the one guy who would appreciate a Ravage 2099. Not a great story, but that's fine. I don't care. I pick them up. I got a bunch of these as well. So there's my Ravage 2099.
Rob, what's the premise of this one?
He's just another dystopian, like, as I recall, I didn't read this one as much. I think he was like something to do with environmental catastrophe and stuff, and then a bunch of people on the outskirts, of course, being oppressed by the government and all that other crazy stuff.
Gotcha.
So, but yeah.
I support
with Children 2099. Oh, of course, yeah. So yeah, there you go.
You have
You don't
Married
see
with
very-
Children 2099.
You don't see very many gingers in the spotlight these days. Oh, I like
That's
that.
right. And well, there I'll just throw, because there's, just to be clear, not everything of my 5 could be featured. So I had 2 extra books. I'll bring 1 extra book real quick to show here. Here's a Ghost Rider 2099.
There
It
it
just
is.
came in.
There it is.
The reason why this isn't one of my 5 is because it's not signed. I'm only showing signed ones today. This one really isn't here, but getting this book, this is the last of the number ones I needed to get in a 9.
Metalhead there.
You
It
guys
was
can show whatever
super
you
hard.
want. That was sick. Yeah, just pull out
It's
some-
hard to get that. That book has trading cards inside,
Mhm.
and it's a card stock cover with holograms.
But
So
presses.
when they stacked, there's a seam for the trading card ends halfway up the book, and it's getting that in a 9.8 is super difficult.
Whoa. The shine on that cover was just gorgeous too.
Yeah,
coming
it's
off the-
chromium. It's got the rainbow flare on it.
Oh
Yeah, because his head is
Metal.
chromy too, as well as the border. So
Yeah, he's
this
not a
is the
skeleton.
super foil.
in that.
Yeah,
damn. What year did that come out, Rob?
this is 94.
So yeah, they copied T2, I think.
Probably,
Yeah.
rightfully so. It was smart. It's cool as shit.
No,
But
yeah.
in the future world, I mean, he's basically, the difference is he's in the computers, he's in the networks. You got to think about this. And the internet, internet started coming to the general public in the early 90s, and so this concept of this hero who's living in the network and stuff. That's where this Ghost Rider lives and resides.
That's
The
way
only
ahead of
downside,
time.
Brandon, is when a bad guy showed up, you'd have to turn 3 pages of them just writing the dial-up noise while Ghost Rider loaded.
AOL. Cooking up there via
And you
AOL.
hear that phone like,
I swear Ghost Rider's coming.
yeah, don't you move. He's on the way.
We're gonna
So now I'm supposed to loop. I'm supposed to loop around, right? No, I don't loop around. Oh, okay.
Oh no. You are Austin's gonna loop.
Oh, I'm gonna loop.
Oh, okay.
Austin's gonna
Looper. Oh, Looper
All right.
here.
Well, here we go. So anybody who actually gets into the golden age, horror and sci-fi books, quickly becomes aware of an artist, Wally Wood.
Oh, shit.
And
Oh,
so when I found out about him and started looking at a lot of the artwork he put together, I started hunting around for some of his early stuff. What I ended up picking up was his the first cover he did for EC, which was Weird Science #9.
God dang.
Weird.
You haven't had that long, have you? It's not even graded yet.
Why
No,
didn't you A-OK that to me? That's my question.
it's on its way, Rob.
Oh, thank
And
you.
can you hold that one closer too?
I
See
mean,
some-
look at that.
Dude, that is insane.
I like it.
Crazy, man.
Are those like plant aliens?
Uh,
That's what it
they're
looks
they're what we call biologics.
Okay.
like.
Austin, do you have those specs on this? What year is this one from?
This is I don't know. I could look it up
52?
quick. It's got to
think it's
be
50.
early mid 50s,
Rob's
I think
on
it's
it.
52.
1951. If I'm going to throw a guess, but
I would guess 52 because I, like
52.
you, love Wally Wood and have 19, which is
Look at all these dudes with their wood in their
53.
hands.
Just put your wood in your hands if you got it, guys. That's
I ain't
what
got
we'll
it.
say. Yeah, so no, Wally Wood has been my favorite, and I wanted one by him from that, but not so
Mhm.
9. I'm guessing 52.
Well,
If this
issue
is 93.
Issue 3 was 50.
What issue number is it, Austin?
Yeah,
Number
gone too
9.
soon, man.
Weird Science
51.
number 9.
51.
51.
51.
Should have been 51 because 19 would be like 2 years later. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 1951.
Smoke if you got them.
there you go.
Golly.
Was I supposed to bring on old sci-fi?
Wally
The
Wood, man.
planes look awesome too, man, because they have a slight touch of futuristic, but definitely
Well,
very of their time.
Yes.
Keep in mind too that when did jet planes actually come out? 40s.
World War
World
II.
War, World War II.
World War II.
So-
Germans had the
About
Messerschmitt.
6 years before that book.
So that was the future.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Wally Wood, Gone Too Young. Joe Maneely, Gray
How old
Morrow.
was Wally when he passed?
How old was Wally? 30s, 40s?
So he was the Michael Turner of his generation kind of thing?
I can't remember how old. I know Maneely was like 33. A lot of those guys went young. But yeah, that's great choice.
The life expectancy in that decade, like not counting the war, was like 60 something.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that jokingly, I'm being serious.
No,
like
for sure.
64
Absolutely.
was the life expectancy, I think.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, so that was not doing that bad. But yeah, Joe Maneely, his glasses fell off and he like fell into the subway tracks at like 33, and that's what
that sounds like a bad vaudeville act.
Yeah, right.
That's a rough way to go.
Take us into the last round, Austin.
All right. And Rob, I didn't pre-announce that I was bringing sci-fi because I didn't want to be outshined.
Oh, okay.
Smart man. Smart man.
This next book is something that I hold near and dear to my heart. Something that I had the luxury of being involved in. This is the Comics Curing Cancer 2025 art book.
How will that be available to people during 9 of it? Oh boy, you're seeing it here.
Rob was going to outshine me
one buy one right now.
You can go buy one right now on the website.
ComicsCuringCancer.org will take you right there, and you can get a special bundle deal that's going on where you can get it bundled with the Crow book at a discounted rate.
Yep. So there you go.
That is gorgeous. Did you draw it? What was your contribution directly to it?
Well, just flip Rob over to the big screen real quick. There's 4 covers for this one. Austin's holding the A cover by David Sanchez. Austin had an immediate sellout with his cover that we did in metal, and then DJ's pulling the other covers. Oh, never mind, he's not. But Matt Wilson did a metal cover, and then Christopher Lockwood had a
Matt Wilson
chromium. There's the Matt Wilson Red Skull,
also in a 9.9,
limited to only 10 copies.
Let me switch my last book.
And then Rob's got the Christopher Lockwood Chrome Rainbow Silver.
I apologize. Black. It's only a 9.8.
It's insane. So there's 4 covers this year because DJ is just amazing at what he does. And that's what we brought with us to Heroes Con. So you can come support. That's like the halfway point through the year for Comics Curing Cancer. We set up a booth at Heroes Con. We have the art book. We try to bring some wares and stuff. Amazing people in the community come and drop off stuff at the table that we turn around and just sell. That was the Austin LeMay cover from last year. But yeah, it's absolutely amazing.
Those were all absolutely gorgeous works of art. So on the website,
3 of the covers are sold out.
Okay, so if you go to the website, under where can you find the covers?
If you just scroll down below the
just go to the website. There's right there.
Yeah, when you get there, you scroll down past the donation link.
Okay,
and you'll see the images of the books. You can click on it, and it'll take you right there to be able to get them.
Austin's got it looking beautiful.
Who did the Crow?
Ace Continuato. So Big Time Collectibles. Nelson, who owns that shop, is an amazing homie. He's like huge supporter. He's like been my channel sponsor for a long time, and he donates. This is the second year where he donated a huge portion of a print run for us to be able to take to C3 and to take to Heroes Con. This year, due to printing errors, we weren't able to get it in hand before the convention. So we have plenty of stock of those because they've only been able to be posted straight to that website. But it's Ace Continuato. He's an exclusive cover artist. And that Crow is only limited to 300 copies, so it's super low print run, wildly affordable. Every dollar goes straight to the American Cancer Society because Big Time Collectibles pays for the artist, pays for the printing, pays to ship it to us so that all the money goes straight to that because Nelson is A1 from day one.
That's incredible. I just looked at the Crow cover. Yeah, that's sick. Anyone who's
you can pop up the screen share real quick if you don't.
Just look down below.
Yeah, I got you.
That way people can follow along with us in their book.
Yes.
No, it is when time to turn the page.
So this is the Crow book I was referring to.
Oh,
okay. See it?
Sexy.
That is as a big Crow fan myself. That is absolutely gorgeous. Let me see here. What else we got? Screen sharing. There we go. Yeah, so that's gorgeous. $30. That's ridiculously stupid low.
But you can get it bundled with the art book too if you don't have a copy of the art book.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, if you go, if you scroll up and then
Keep scrolling.
there, click on the Comics Curing Cancer logo there, or products. There you go. Scroll. There should be there's a bundle.
Oh, there's a bundle. You can get that one too. Oh boy.
For $50, you can get both books. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well,
then we have some of the art prints, which features some of the art from inside the art book this year. There's a couple of those Sonic books, not very many left, but there's a couple of those left, which were donated last year. So yeah,
Miko Sawayan.
Yeah, Miko, and that's Shadow featured there front and center.
I'm glad they listened to you about Sonic's eyes, Mark. I'm glad you reached out to them and told them to fix the eye because it paid off. My kids are huge, man. They love those movies so much.
Same for mine.
And I love watching them with them. I think they're fantastic. And the kids go nuts. We just went ahead and bought them all on Amazon because, like, you know, when you have so many streaming services and you're trying to, like, you know, figure out, oh my gosh. So that's awesome.
They're amazing. They're really good too. They did a good job with the movie.
Yeah.
They're fun. Whole family can watch.
Guys, comicscuringcancer.org. You can go just buy any of this stuff. It'll go right towards the cause. Again, you can donate during this live stream. The link's still in the chat. But yes, that's great. That website looks beautiful. I'm going to have to go buy some stuff now too from there. DJ, last round, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I had to switch my last book on the fly because my last book was the Matt.
It happens.
Yeah, it was the Matt Wilson cover D of the 2025 art book. So really quickly, I was able to go in and grab one of my favorite books from last year, and that was the Comics Curing Cancer art book, the Austin LeMay metal cover.
He went to get his 9.9. My guy, hell yeah.
I'll show you.
Yeah.
The special thing about this is the printing proof. So when I had ordered this, I ordered one. They sent it to me. It's a printing proof. It has PP down at the bottom. So this is a 1 of 1. And it came in at a 9.9. Austin signed it in front of CGC last year at Heroes Con. And yeah, this is something that I hold near and dear to my heart. It was a lot of work that went into, you know, these art books, especially the first version. A lot of work went into it, and I am super proud of the end result. And
we are too. We're proud of you and the effort you put in to make that happen.
Hogwash is a team effort. But
that
yeah,
is freaking gorgeous.
Shout out to Austin LeMay on this one. This is the printing proof. I don't understand how the printing proof got a 9.9 because I went through this like I wasn't planning.
Your mailman didn't throw the printing proof over your fence.
Yeah, that bastard. But yeah, I went through it meticulously and made sure everything was right. And there are some errors inside of it, but it was fixed during the print run. But yeah, so shout out to Austin LeMay, man. Not only is he a friend, he's a good guy.
Spider-Man could use more webbing on his suit, but it's all right.
It keeps us from getting in trouble with the copyrights.
That's not Spider-Man, that's Spider-Man.
I remember I don't know if it was a short or a video, but I watched the one you made regarding that, and I was like, damn, like printing proof. Okay. That's great, DJ. That's a great. Guys have fire books that are that's meaningful too in so many ways.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Give me another first, Mark.
All right, so for my last one, going all the way back, we talked about how this platform is fantastic. Talked about how like the people you meet in this hobby are fantastic. The people that run these comic shops are fantastic. All these people have had an imprint on me and what I think is fantastic, but nobody more so than my dad. I'm in this hobby because of my dad. Pops Attic, who was in the chat earlier, whether he's watching or not now, I don't know, but I grew up in this hobby. I'm a second generation collector. 100% of my life, there's been comics all through my house. I can't picture a life without it. Every room, just growing up. I was raised in a comic shop. The same comic shop that I still go to today was the first job I ever had. And I don't know what my life would look like without this hobby, without these friends and all this stuff. And it's all because of my dad. We get to go every year to Heroes Con for Father's Day and hang out. He's not just my dad and part of this community. He's a part of the community with everyone else. Like he sees all these guys. He's excited to see him, to cut jokes with him, to hug him every year, to go out to dinner with him. And that's all because of back in 1962, as a kid, he decided to start picking up comics. And there's some things that I share in my childhood and love and appreciation of this hobby that he happened to as well, separately from each other. And for me, it was because of Nintendo 64 and shiny covers in the 90s. There's just some things that all kids think are freaking awesome. No matter how old you are, you don't grow out of it. Dinosaurs will always be cool. And when I was a kid, seeing these Valiant comics and seeing Turok and Turok #1, I just thought it was amazing. I always had this comic. Forever always had it. Everyone does. And it was just one that you always see in your stack. And when the N64 game came out, it was just such a big deal. I even went and got his Golden Age first appearance and everything. I have every Turok comic now. I went on a whole run this year. I have them all. But it all started because my dad started collecting comics. And for my birthday a couple of years ago, he gave me this slab. And he gave me this slab because it's not just a Turok comic, but it's his first comic. And it was Turok issue number 35 that he secretly went and got graded without my knowledge and gave it to me for my birthday. So this specific issue of comic books, not just Turok, but of comic books, is why I'm here today on this stream.
Wow.
That. So when did he buy that, Mark?
1963.
Wow. And kept it. And
this isn't, I don't think this is the exact same one. Like he went and got, I don't know. I'd have to double check with him on that. But
true. Yeah. But you look at it from that angle, but him getting to share that love with someone that, I hope one of my 2 kids gets interested in comics, so I can share a story like that someday. Holy cow.
Yeah. But this is why I'm sitting on this stream. This is why.
Yeah. Mark's mom said, "Oh, you got Turok?
Son of Stone too."
Yeah. And here's his Golden Age first appearance.
The first one. Yep.
Wow.
What a beautiful cover.
Yeah, dude. I freaking love Turok.
Yeah.
He is all right. He is. very, very all right.
Very good last book. Wow. Yeah, I'm going to kind of stay in that vein, Mark.
Gross.
Mark makes me cry over it.
I am very connected to comics, or very connected to something through my dad. He passed away 4 years ago, but he didn't collect comics. He collected baseball cards, but he supported my comic collecting, and he introduced me to this character. And not this exact book, but I remember going into like a tobacco shop when I was growing up, because that's what they had, like tobacco shops, and they had the spinner racks.
That's cool.
And this was on this book, not this copy, was on there. And it blew my mind because it showed me 2 different universes for the first time coming together as one. It reminds me, and then like when I meet people that love this character, I just kind of ties it. I feel bonded to them even more because they love the character that I grew up loving. And then I also had to bring a slab because, I knew Rob was going to bring some slabs tonight. So I had to represent with one.
I almost brought all Rob.
Batman versus Predator, issue 1.
Yeah.
My dad, when I saw this, my little kid mind exploded. My dad bought it off the rack, and I went home and read it immediately. And, the first issue is kind of like how any superhero who fights the Predator is just kind of trying to figure it out because just people are getting slaughtered in heinous ways left and right.
Talk about a cliffhanger, man.
Yeah.
That was rough as a kid, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then second issue, Predator damn near kills him. I mean, he could have. And then the third issue, he, of course, has to build a special suit to even keep up with the Predator.
DVH recognizes that label.
Yeah. The fan, I decided when I wanted to buy, like I have multiple copies of it raw to read. I just picked them up over the years whenever I see them for cheap. But when the Fantastic story came out about that guy and his dad and what that family went through, they had this for sale on the website. And I was like, well, I love history with comics too. So this was incredible. It was like $100, I think. And
that's
was
a
like,
steal.
For a 9.8, I was like, whatever, like it's part of my childhood. So yeah, I'm pretty sure Chris Warner did this cover as well as, the first cover of first appearance of Predator. Although I was corrected online. I don't know if you knew this, DJ Linx. His absolute first appearance is in a comic from like Argentina or something. There's a Predator story in that's his like predates the Predator in Dark Horse Comics.
Wow.
But my dad thought this was crazy cool because he showed me Predator. He knew I was into superheroes like Batman and Superman and Spider-Man and every character I love. So like when he saw this, he's like, yeah, I'll buy that for you. Like, I'll appease your. And I told him, like, Dad, it's really good. You should read it. Like, if we can't get more movies right now, we should just read the books because they can tell us, other stories. And then when I, started watching DJ Linx, I saw all of his Predator stuff behind him, and I was like, all right, okay, there's a lot of Predator heads out there, also in the comic book community. So that's my last book, and I'll have it forever. Yeah, it was a great story, great cliffhanger. I thought Batman was going to die for sure. I didn't think he stood a chance against the Predator.
Beautiful book.
Thank you, Rob. Take us out of this wonderful night. Again, if you're still watching, go donate to the donation link. I'll put in the chat again. It should be pinned, but and then you can also go to their website and just buy awesome stuff.
All right. Well, also not my final book actually, because I cheat all the time. I'm notorious for cheating.
Cheat away.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
This is the only $20.99 foil book that's not a first appearance.
Yeah, you gotta have unlimited.
Yeah, $20.99 unlimited is the first appearance. Of course, you can get that in 9.8 all day, twice on Sunday. They're
That's
abundant.
A unicorn.
This book in a 9.8, also extremely difficult to find. I hunted for years to track this guy down, and I ended up having to way overpay for it to finally get it because you just don't see them. But so that was my other cheat book. Now, sticking with the real theme of all signed, that means there's only one of the original $20.99 franchises left. The book, the last and most recent one for me to get
Better
signed.
be gold, you piece of shit. It better be gold.
No, because this is signed. the gold copy is still put away, which is too bad because I should have busted it out just because it has such a wonderful back cover.
Yeah, it does.
But it's one I should have had signed because it's signed by Ron Lim.
There Ron it is.
Lim,
who was it in the chat that called it?
Richard.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah. This is so. I had this
amazing
book. I just got this book signed at WonderCon this year, and I was looking for a copy. I have like 3 9/8 blue labels or blue borders, and then I have the gold. And I was like going through all my raws trying to find a copy to bring to get Ron Lim to sign. And I was like, oh man, I think the best looking one I have is my newsstand. And sure enough, this is the newsstand variant.
Yeah, 9.8
in a 9.8.
Now, Rob, is this the only one that is, to my knowledge, that they even did the gold foil version of?
Yeah, it is the only one that had a variant foil version that was like a limited per store thing. But this is the newsstand edition from 1993. So you guys know how many newsstands there were in 1993.
Now, the true test, Rob, can you name more than one character on that cover?
Yeah, Bloodhawk, Skullfire, Cerebra, Crystal, Metallo, I think was one of them. Serpentina.
Dude, you've already impressed everyone. Like,
yeah.
Even if you were making all these up, out of your head, we wouldn't know.
Yeah, this is Skullfire here and Bloodhawk.
I only know the big red guy.
Yeah.
So Richard,
which is so funny is like everybody, you remember Bloodhawk, but when you look at, if you look up in Key Collector and all these others, they don't list it as being his first appearance. They list out like all the other characters except for him. It's like he's kind of not only in the pages, but he's kind of right there, right under the trade dress. How do you miss him? But yeah, Ron Lim loves talking about this comic. It was great getting a chance to talk to him at WonderCon. I had brought a copy with me previously to Heroes Con for him to sign, but his line was super long. But when I got to WonderCon, for whatever, he's just sitting there twiddling his thumbs. So
crazy when that happens.
Yeah, so I was like, "Oh, great, get it signed," and I sent it off. Thanks, JSA select for verification. 9.8 newsstand, banger.
That's beautiful. Richard, who called that, his LCS for Free Comic Book Day, Ron Lim comes there. And
nice.
So he went there and got a ton of stuff, sent a bunch of it. He sent me the only Daredevil Ron Lim ever did. Sent Mike from Lunch Money some of the trading cards signed from the I think Wave 3. So if you want anything signed by Lim, Richard's put it out there, let him know. And same goes for me. If anyone is a big Joe Jusko fan, he goes to my LCS for Free Comic Book Day. He lives up in upstate New York, and he's super nice. So if anyone wants anything signed by him, feel free to hit me up. I'd love to help people out. Usually people sign me a bunch of the Marvel cards, and I go, and I think I had him sign like 20 last time. Extremely nice guy, really cool. So yeah, again, the community coming through. I love that you picked all 2099 books. That is,
I was going around all kinds of different ideas, but then I just decided, you know what, those are I show off a lot of my other stuff all the time, but people know me sometimes they know me also as the 2099 guy, because I just have an affinity for it, because that's what I first started reading. When I got it was all new number ones. When I first got into comics, it was all new stories. They were characters or at least titles that you knew, but they weren't just trying to take somebody and put somebody else into that costume necessarily. It was a completely new world and everything else. And the idea of corporations now running everything was run by.
What a weird idea.
Yeah,
seems so out there.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
I'm pro corporation.
So fictitious.
But I will make myself clear, when it comes to 2099, my love is for the original 2099 universe and run. Most of the subsequent stuff that they've done since then has been utter garbage and not my love.
Fair enough.
Though I will probably still pick up a copy of Doomed 2099 John Jang cover just because.
Cover, my God. Oh my God.
I think I got one. I think you guys are doing was it the John Jang, the Transformers cover? You guys did the special on? Was that BTS, Mark?
Well, BTC did. It was Subin Sujikomen. That was, it wasn't us. We wish we had, but we did have one that we were selling at the C3 booth that John Jang was nice enough to sign and remark for us. But yeah, that was
that's okay. That's gorgeous.
It was still, the money from that sale still benefited the American Cancer Society.
Facts.
Yeah, big time collectibles. I'm telling you, Nelson's like a big time guy. He did this with John Jang and comics capsule and everything, just to he's always doing stuff to give back, man. Nelson and Big Time Collectibles is the best in the business when it comes to online retailers. They're just the best.
That's
not
awesome.
an opinion, just a fact.
Just a fact. Well, guys, holy crap. That's exactly the kind of amazing show that I'm grateful to host. I thank you all for agreeing to come on. I've been wanting to have you guys on, and like everyone is so busy. I reached out to a couple of you like singly, and then I was like, wait, we can do this all at once. Like we can make this happen. So again, in the chat, I need to buy these guys back for next year, because I would love to do this next September. So please go donate so they know that we can get some people back here and give to their cause. Because I would love to host you guys again pre C3 event and help you guys out, because you've all been very kind to me in my journey of YouTube. And that's what I also love about this community.
I'd love it if you don't mind. Just let remind everybody, we're really only 4 full weeks, a little bit over 4 weeks away. We'd like to have all our donations, the item donations for the auction that make this really possible. We're trying to get those all in by like October 11th. So that's only about 4.5 weeks away to get those in. And I'll be honest, while we're looking okay on some art and stuff, the comics and collectibles section is looking a little Spartan right now.
We're looking for slabs. We're looking for keys. We're looking for iconic miniseries or events, something that you would like to see in an auction, that big ticket item or vaguely affordable. Just go check out the Comics Curing Cancer Instagram page. If you're under 50, the Facebook page. If you're over 50, Rob has posted some videos there opening up some donations so you can get an idea of some of the stuff that we get. So just reach out if you have any questions. Please don't hesitate to reach out to any of us individually, or just message the Comics Curing Cancer page. That's the best way. We're all on that. So one of the few of us will see it at one point or another and get back to you ASAP and help you with any questions or shipping stuff. Let's make it happen. Let's come together like butt cheeks and do this.
Yep. Send out those donations if you can, guys. October 11th is the absolute cutoff date, Rob.
Well, that's the date we'd like to have everything in by, because obviously stuff trickles in, but that's a target date, because I have to inventory it. I have to figure out what shows this stuff going to be on. There's logistics that have to be done. So it's nice to have everything before then. Otherwise, what happens is we wait too long into it. We get stuff that happened like last year where we got a couple pieces that came in after the auctions, which then you're sitting on it till next year type of thing.
No. So I was hoping you guys would take a second to tell everyone like when they could get donations in, how they can donate. Yeah, get them in ASAP. I know I've got a box and send it to you guys.
You can drive it straight to Rob's house, but we prefer that you mail it.
Yeah, I'll mail it out to Callie.
Yeah, I will give people the address. Yeah, just DM me. And also if you see our messages, guys, if you don't have something you can, please share, repeat, repost. Those messages. The algorithm works against us, and by having you guys help us to rebroadcast that message, we can beat the algorithm, and those overlapping spheres of influence allow us to reach more people to come on board and help us out. That's how we do it.
And if y'all want it, and you can reach out and ask. If all you can do is share stuff, message the page. We can send you posts. We have like when we do thumbnails and stuff like that, especially as we get closer, happy to send you the images so you don't have to worry about
add you as a collaborator.
You don't have to do any editing or stuff. We can send you the images that you can then just post on your own thing. You know what I mean? Like, as sharing stuff to stories is fantastic. They're also limited. They don't stay there forever. But definitely still share it to your story. But
now you have the one that allows you to just resend it out as well too.
Yeah, repost. That's not updated on everyone's thing yet, though. Me and Pops were looking at that the other day.
Yeah, so let's do this, chat. You heard it, and if you're watching on the rewind, everyone do their part and come together for a great weekend in October 24th, 25th, and 26th. These guys will be doing the thing. If you've never seen it before and you're in my chat and you're one of my viewers that have never seen it, you want to see some work done and some amazing stuff, go watch these guys and what they do for a great cause. To all of you,
thank you.
To all of you in the chat, thanks for hanging out. We've had a great number of congruent viewers tonight, which is great because that'll just help with the algorithm, as Rob said. Share it. People can't know about it if they don't hear about it. So just keep sharing it everywhere because it's going to be here soon. To everyone on the panel, I can't thank you enough, guys.
Thanks for having us.
It's a friggin' honor to have you guys on this channel.
And all you guys who watch this, if you've never seen the C3 auctions before, we were talking about all the great stuff that's there. We ship for free.
Oh, international.
Yeah, we ship the shit. So you buy your donations are getting those items and coming to us. The shipping is all covered by my YouTube channel. All the revenue there goes to fund all the shipping and everything else, with all the extra at the end of the year being added to the donation pool. So
yeah, we really didn't specify that, Rob. Like, there is no middleman with Comics Curing Cancer when it comes time for the event. When you see an item, if you're on a stream, if you're donating to get your name on a prize wheel, if you're buying a specific item to pay for it, you just donate directly to the American Cancer Society, which we're watching on our end, and we see your donation come in and we write your name next to the item and we get your shipping stuff and we send it to you. We don't touch the money. We don't like to touch money. This isn't one of those percentage of your stuff goes here. You can donate and you can see your name on the thing. Like, it's all of it.
You will get mail from the American.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be getting thank you letters.
And if you donate items, we do have donation receipts from the American Cancer Society as well for your tax purposes. We give you information on that.
And don't be too proud. Like, accept those things, put them in there, get your money from Uncle Sam. He stole it from you to begin with, and donate bigger items knowing that you can get some of your money back from that thief.
Mark only like change. Yes. No, but thank you guys. I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to go back and chat with these guys quick. Thank you so much for tuning in. Next month is the Halloween show. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do yet. I did the last show as Beetlejuice.
You should dress up.
I did Beetlejuice last year for 2 hours. I lost my voice. Go back and check it out.
You should dress up as the Crow then, so you don't have to talk as much.
Oh my God, I could. Well, then Bleecker shows up dressed as the Crow and actually looks like him, and I got none of that. Like, he is. I could do that though, but thank you guys again. Thank you, chat. Go sub all these channels. All their links are in the description. Comics Curing Cancer link is in the description. We blasted it out if you're watching it on the rewind, and I'll see you guys in October buying stuff there at that stream. So let's outbid each other and just raise money, because that's the right thing to do. So have a great rest of your weekend, guys.
Cool. Thank you, dude.
Thank you.